Burby, Burby bro. Burby, Oreo. Hey bud, we're live. Hi Bubba. Hi bud. What's up, buddy? I love you. I love you. Uh, 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 uh. Hey, buddy. There we go. Berber, Berber, bro. What's up, Bubba? There we go. Getting the live shared out. Berber, Berber, bro. Hello, how's it going? Alright, live shared out. Good deal. Hey, Turtle, how's it going? How was your all's weekend? Hello, hello. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Burr. Hi, bud. Hey, buddy. Oh, sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. I love you. I am from Washington State. Born and raised here for 13 years. Moved to Missouri for 5. Lived in Arkansas for a while. And then moved back to Washington. And I will probably live here the rest of my life and be fine with that. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Oh, you're from Brazil. Brazil, nice. Well, thanks for dropping in and hanging out tonight. He is a pretty bird, though he had an accident yesterday. He took off and his landing wasn't so good and he scraped up his stubby. So he's got cornstarch and stuff all over him. Yeah. We're gonna let your wound heal and then we're gonna give you a full bath. Am I doing anything cool today? I did some writing, which was great. And then hanging out with you guys on live stream is always fun. I'm feeling okay, Barbara. How are you? Berber. Gotta have coffee, bub. Gotta have coffee. A live stream without coffee is just no fun. Hi, buddy. You're glad Oreo's okay? Me too, although he ripped into me yesterday when I was trying to treat the wounds. He caused me to bleed. Yeah. Both of us were bleeding. Can I help you with your pen feathers, buddy? Okay, that one's not ready yet. My apologies. Berber, I'm happy to announce that we have birthday gifts to open on the live stream, on the birthday live stream. Yeah, we got some birthday gifts. You're doing good, Barbara. Great to hear. And if you'd like to celebrate Oreo and I's birthday, join us on May 24th. And if you want to send us a gift, check out our Amazon wishlist at zackhertz.com/contribute or zackhertz.com/wishlist. That's zackhertz.com/contribute or /wishlist. That is the one downside from doing this from my phone. I can't copy and paste like video descriptions for the live stream. So I need to like write up a text and just be able to, so I can copy and paste the links into the stream description. Or get a better computer that I can do live streams from. Hey, buddy. Did y'all have a good weekend? Do anything fun? Anyone give a shit about the Pope being American? That's all that's in my news feed right now. The Pope is from Chicago and he's the first American Pope. Lottie fucking da. It got up to 80 degrees. Nice. You had a nice weekend. Great to hear, Barbara. It got to 70 here, I think. 70, 75. It's still kind of cold at night though, so that's pretty nice. Berber, you were not preening like this before the live. Yeah, you weren't preening like this before the live stream. Yeah, we gotta give you a bath, bud. Maybe instead of doing a bath, we'll do a shower tomorrow. That way your stubby isn't sitting in water. We'll keep a constant water flow around it. Yeah. I mean, it's cool that there's an American guy, I guess, for the first time, but it's just like, I think it, I don't know. I'm not religious, so it doesn't mean shit to me. I'm just tired of seeing it in my news feed. Although from what I hear, his brother's pretty wacky, based off the like clips of news interviews that come across YouTube. I gotta take that dish upstairs. Hello, hello. How are you, Jace? Burr. What are you doing? Are you a good boy? Hold on, I'm trying to fix the stream. Let's see, there we go. I remember your name from a while back, yeah. Oreo hit his stubby by flying off the bed. So yesterday he did 2 flights. He did one in the morning off his cage, and then he landed okay for that one. And then right before bedtime, he decided to jump off the bed. I don't know if he jumped or if he lost his balance. I don't know. But I came in the room, and I think that caused him to like want to come and say hi, or scared him or something. And he hit the floor, and it scraped up his stubs. And it was a stressful 15 minutes. Because he wasn't letting me do anything. And anytime I tried to get close to it, he'd bite the shit out of me. And Lacey had the brilliant idea, which I should have thought of this, to put the corn. So to stop the bleeding, we use cornstarch. Because the quick stop powder is like putting alcohol on a wound. It stings really bad, and Oreo does not like it. So much so that if he even sees the jar, he freaks out. So cornstarch is another way to go about it, because you just want it to clot the bleeding. So she had the bright idea to put cornstarch on the towel, and then set him on the towel, and that worked. But I got bit. I don't know if you're able to see that, but he got me there, and he got me here. This one's not bad, but he ripped my thumb up a small bit. He also got me like on the underside right here. So like I said, we were both bleeding yesterday. Oreo has a big fan club. Indeed, indeed. Hey, that's not very nice. Oreo's more famous than I am, that's for sure, huh, bud? Yeah. Need to get some paparazzi to chase you around and take photos of you. My sleep schedule was fucked up this weekend. So I was live Friday. And by the time, so when I started the live, I'd been up for, I want to say like 24 hours. And then I didn't get to bed for another, I was basically up for about 38 hours. And then I crashed out. And then I was up for another 24 hours. And then I slept yesterday. I fell asleep from like 5. I fell asleep around like 5, slept till 7, woke up, and then was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna, I guess, start my schedule new. And then at like, after I made food at like 11, at 1, I fell back asleep. So I think my brain's rebooted on the sleep schedule for another week or so. So hopefully I can maintain a day-night schedule. I'm hoping. We'll see though. The meds are kind of... I've always had insomnia, but the meds are kind of making it a little more chaotic. I'm not allowed to touch your feathers? Okay. Wait, what's too dangerous? Do 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 do. Oh, Bubba, I gotta buy more coffee. Yeah. I think we still have some Folgers. Good night, Turtle. Sleep well. Thank you for moderating. Have a good night. I'm gonna try to get a video uploaded tomorrow. I thought I had the one today scheduled, but apparently I didn't click the right button. Burby bro. Oreo, whoa. Hey, buddy, bud. Yeah, I know, that feather's out of place. I know, I'm just making sure it's okay. Rah. Ruff. Berber, the weather's supposed to be nice this weekend. Yeah, the weather's supposed to be nice this weekend. Maybe on our birthday weekend we can go to the beach or something. Yeah. Do you want to do that? You want to go to the beaches on the weekends? I'm sure I can convince Lacey to drive us. Especially if Bob Dog goes. That puppy loves the beach. He'd have no problem being a beach bum. He likes going and... Oh, sorry, buddy. He likes to go watch all the other people and animals. He likes to dig in the sand. Oh, sorry, buddy. Here, it'd help if you tilted your head. Yeah, I can feel your eyelid touch my hand. Yeah. Hey, Asher, how are you? Hey, buddy, bud. Hey, buddy, bud. We're doing alright. Can't complain. Woke up breathing, got food in the stomach, coffee in the veins. As long as Xfinity doesn't turn off my internet, we should be golden. Anything fun I did today? Yeah. I did some writing and reading. And I'm a nerd, so I definitely enjoy reading and writing. I worked on some pages for the website. Those are coming along great. One of those pages is like a recommended book list, which I realized I could just make into a blog post, but I don't want to have people like dig through the website to find it. So it's getting turned into a full-fledged page. And then I'm also creating a games page with a bunch of sub pages for her. So that's fun. Hung out with Oreo, that's the bird. Hung out with him all day. Did some exercising. It's been a pretty productive day, honestly. But how about you? What'd you do today? Ooh, and then later tonight, I think Lacey and I are gonna watch The Last of Us. Which, if I'm being honest, I'm not a big fan of this season so far. I had high hopes for it, and not meeting those expectations. I hope season 2 of Fallout's good. His name is Oreo. He's a 21-year-old Red Lord Amazon. You played games? Nice. What'd you play? You can talk to me, Bubba? Go wow! Roblox and Little Nightmares. Huh. I'm not familiar with Little Nightmares. I know a little bit about Roblox. I love reading the stories about kids who steal their parents' credit card and buy a bunch of Robux. And I don't advocate for that. Don't do that. But it's always a funny story. Also, parents, don't make your credit card stealable. Nice parrot, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you all for hanging out and watching tonight. That's me as a baby. It's the only picture I have of me as a baby, and it's the only picture I have of me with my real eyes, because my eyes are prosthetics. And I want to say that picture was taken in 1990. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're watching this from Iraq. Nice. Well, I guess that depends on if you like the area or not. I would be way too hot. I live in Washington State, and I think sometimes they get too hot here. I'll take a cold environment over a boiling hot environment. Sick ass bird, thanks. His name is Oreo. He's a 21-year-old Red Lord Amazon. He's a rescue. And if you check out our website, zachhertz.com/Oreo, you can read his origin story. Hey, Brock, how are you? Both my eyes are prosthetics. Don't bite me, bud. That's not nice. Okay, YouTube, this is for medical experiences. So this is what a prosthetic eye looks like. That's the front, and there's the back. And here's this would be my, so the one I just showed you is my left, and this one is my right. Now, it's the right one's smaller than the left one, and that's because after a lot of the reconstructive surgery that I've had on my face, the eye sockets shrank, and we had to reconstruct them. So they had to size up the right prosthesis. It's kind of like gauging your ears. You start with smaller size, and then over the years you build up to a bigger one. This is the last one I had. This was the one right before my current pair. And again, that's the right eye. And this is what the back looks like now. Don't bite me, bud. Stop. Why are you so bitey, buddy? Why are you so bitey? I'm allowed to have stuff in my hands, dude. It's not food. You can't eat those. Okay, sorry. Catch up with comments. I stayed cool all day. Nice. Always appreciate that. Yeah, both my eyes are artificial, so I don't see it all. I'm completely blind. My left and right eyes and optic nerves were removed by age 2. I have a 3-part video series on my channel that explains most of that. And then if you don't want to watch a super long video, I have like a 5-minute summary that I just released like a week ago. So that'll kind of summarize everything up for you. Text-to-speech, yep, that's totally true. Android, iPhone, Mac, Windows, Linux have programs built into their software that turns what's on screen from text into synthetic speech. So I can pick up an iPhone, an Android, Mac, Windows, Linux, turn that on with the press of a button, and use any phone, computer. Okay, to be fair, Linux is not, the screen reader is not built in natively. You have to find a build with it or install it yourself. But I'm not a Linux user, so I'm not super familiar with all that. I'd like to learn Linux. If I can get my hands on a Raspberry Pi, that'd be great. Because Raspberry Pi runs on Linux, so I wouldn't need to spend thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars on a computer. Just grab Linux, Raspberry Pi with Linux, and it'd be something fun to tinker with and play around with. Good luck carrying it over Oreo. Huh. Yeah, you're being squawky, eh? I lost my eyes due to cancer. Retinoblastoma. Cancer of the retina. Primarily found in children. And what's the word I'm looking for? Highly fatal, if not caught early. Are you thirsty? Do you want water? You want water? Favorite food? Fried rice or teriyaki chicken. If we're out and about and we're going out to eat, my vote is almost always something in that territory. I love Asian cuisine. Also, I heard that McDonald's has chicken strips now, so that should be interesting. I kind of want to try them. I wonder if they taste the same as the chicken selects from back in the day. What? You don't want water? Are you hungry? Do you want a treat? Do you want a Nutriberry? Do you want a Nutriberry? You do? Are you sure? I don't think you're sure. Do you want to... How do I know where stuff is? Very good spatial awareness and memorization. I am single and happy to be. I've dated off and on throughout my life, and currently I prefer to stay single. I've never been good in long-term relationships. Commitment, not my thing. I'm more of a friends with benefits kind of thing. What, bud? What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about? I gotta go through and fold all these clothes, dude. Yeah, I gotta fold all these clothes. Are we out of towels, bud? I think we're out of towels, bud. Alright, well, we'll use a shirt. That's fine. Here, we use a not that pillowcase, never mind. I like that pillowcase. Berber, we go through so many towels. Yeah, we go through so many towels. And I don't want to point fingers at who's using them, but he has red on his face and a beak. We'll use a shirt. Come here, little dude. Boop. There you go, bud. Let's get you a Nutriberry, okay? There you go, big guy. Alright, while he noms on his treat, while he eats his treat, I'm gonna go use the bathroom and I'll be right back. Be a good boy. Hey, Bubba. Hi. Is that a good treat? Here, I'll kneel down so the mic's not too far away. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've not read that book in years. It was such a good book, though. I believe that was written by Douglas Adams. And I've only ever seen the movie, like, once. Always bring the tail. Hey, Bubba. My favorite streamers, I don't really watch a lot of live streams. I mostly have videos on, but Critical Role, and then like videos and like YouTubers I have that I subscribe to and stuff. A lot of like police body cam stuff, true crime, comedy, doctors reacting to the pit. That seems to be taking up a lot of my feed at the moment. Dr. Mike, Dr. Elliot, who's a psychiatrist, and I'm a huge fan of psychiatry and psychology and understanding the brain from a neuroscience standpoint and a like a like an emotional standpoint, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of names. Oreo the Stargazer. Indeed, indeed. He's my favorite streamer. I know a couple of Corys, but not the one you're probably thinking of. Oh yeah, definitely play D&D. I've never played it online, which is if I wanted to get back into it is what I'd have to do. So I've not gone through that experience, so I'm not sure exactly how that would work. But we used to have a group that I used to play in. And then I've also played Shadowrun. I tried to play Vampire Masquerade, but not my thing. And I've never played it, but my one of my former roommates was really big into Warhammer 40K, and I thought that game was so fascinating. That guy built like a massive like 6 foot by 8 foot table that he filled with dirt and like grass and terrain. Like he would just go buy like terrain pieces and put in there. Yeah. Oh, and I played Pathfinder too. Oh yeah, I'm not familiar with that YouTuber. I get a lot of like people reacting to lolcows on my feed, which is interesting. There are some people who should not have access to the internet where they can upload whatever they want. I think that can be quite damaging to their lives. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hi, bud. Oh, really? Is that right? Is that right? Berber, do you want to play D&D? Do you want to play D&D? Little Dungeons and Little Dragons?
Does he need something?
Huh?
Does he need something?
We can do meds.
Why is he being so squawky?
Because I'm talking.
Oh, Jesus. Berber, you can't keep doing that. Is he bleeding? Oh, he's got a nervous whistle.
No, he's good.
Berber, you can't keep doing that. You're gonna make us nervous. Yeah, okay, there's no blood happening on the... There you go.
I think the scab from last night protected him.
Burby, you gotta stop being flighty, bud.
Or at least do it right.
Yeah, go towards the bed. Go towards the bed. He goes, I can't land right. I just don't know how. I just don't know how.
Just tuck your stubby up against your body. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. I wonder what made him fly just then.
I might have bumped the chair. I'm not sure.
Mm.
Or when I moved, it might have startled him.
Berber, being up high is the best place to be when someone startles you.
He's like, yeah,
The
but it's
reason birds can fly is to
not
get
the
away
highest
from
point
things.
in the room, though.
Yeah, and you went to the lowest part of the room, so I don't know what you were thinking. Do better. Yeah.
What are you doing for the rest of the night, bro?
Thinking.
Okay.
What is this? Is this a rock or an M&M?
Probably a rock.
Why does it? It almost looks like an M&M,
Let me see.
but it doesn't feel it. I don't know. Ew, I don't like that sound.
It's a rock.
Dude, that's such a funny looking rock.
You can have it if you want it. Go paint it like an M&M or something.
Dude, it looks like a peanut M&M. That's cute. I can? Really?
Yeah, take it. Have it. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Good night, Asher. Used to play in D&D over Discord. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, he's been real flighty the last couple days. Hey, I gave you another treat. I gave you another treat. Look. Look, you get another one. There you go. Do you get all excited when Lacey comes in? Yeah? Do you get all excited? It's actually really cool about D&D. So, for visually impaired players, it was really difficult to find the books, the player's handbook, and the rules and stuff in an accessible format. But I was doing some research on it about a month ago, and I found that on bookshare.org, which is a place where visually impaired people and other people with learning disabilities can get books. They have the 2014 Players Edition for D&D, so all the rules, the races, all that stuff, and you can download that. And then it's also on Bard, which is the National Library. Hey, I'm trying to talk. Bubba, I'm trying to tell people about D&D. Hi, bud. It wouldn't surprise me if the camera was a little high. Setting up a tripod is a lot of guesswork on my part and trying to memorize angles and all that nonsense. I want one of those self-adjusting tripods that like auto tracks. I don't know if they actually work, but it'd be cool to try one. Or a tripod where you can like measure the... I'm trying to talk. But like... Hey, I'm trying to talk, bud, and you're disrupting me. Eat your treat, bud. a tripod where you can like press a button on a remote and have it go up a certain amount. So you know that like 5 clicks of the up button sets it at the same height every single time. That'd be rad. Hey, hello. Hey, little feller. Bubba, why are you so cute? Why are you so handsome? Ruff. I think if Oreo played D&D, he would definitely be a bard. And he would play into all the bard stereotypes. Wants to flirt with all the ladies. Wants to be the center of attention. Thinks he can sing but really can't. Oreo can sing, actually. Well, whistle. You got some great whistles. He'd fuck over his friends for his own gratification. Yeah, camera equipment accessibility would be definitely one of those things where I would want to like see more expansion. If I had, if I had the money, it'd be fun to develop a lot of the stuff that I would want. That's one thing that I want to try to do once the channel and stuff gets more popular and we can bring in some funding, is set up a company where we can create some accessible tools and electronics, not just for like videoing and stuff, but like scientific tools that are not $20,000. There's this thing, I think it's called LabQuest, and it was built in like the 90s or 80s, and you plug in different sensors to it, and it like has text to speech that tells you what they are, or what the readings are, but it's like 10-20 grand last I looked at it. So it'd be cool to build stuff like that using modern technology at a cheaper cost. That way we could get more students into STEM. I'm so bad at memorizing acronyms, but that'd be great. Also, want to build like audio beacons and other stuff like that. When we were working on the app in college, I got to play around with some Bluetooth beacons, and that was pretty cool. I was thinking about combining that with audio and creating like a system. Because one thing, when you're visually impaired, big open spaces are a pain in the ass. So like our house, the way our house is on the road, like we don't have a designated driveway. We do, but when you're walking down the road, you don't know where the driveway, like where to turn into the driveway, because all the way down the road is like the same like gravel edge. So it'd be cool to set up like an audio beacon out at the right place to turn. So when I'm out walking around, I don't have to guess. I can like hit a button on a remote or on my phone and have it play a noise. That way it's not constantly going off. I have used 2 cell phones for that, where like I'll have my phone on me and then I'll have the other phone sitting out and then call it when I'm getting close to the house to find where I need to go. You are just a chirpy bastard. Yeah, you're a chirpy little boy. I'm trying to talk about stuff, and you were just interrupting me. Yeah. You would make it hard to work from home, bud. What? When I have the window open, I'm pretty sure the UPS, Amazon, FedEx drivers are like, "What the fuck is that?" They probably think we're keeping someone held hostage in our basement. And it's just you. It's just Oreo. What's your deal, bub? What's your deal, bub? Can I pick you up? Do you want to come here? Alright, little dude. Come on. Oh, there goes the helicopter. Little buddy. Oh, so it could be a performance. Yeah, for sure. And I think I've said this here before, but like I love having AI write little like short stories about Oreo being in like a D&D setting, and I'll like have it write his like spells and skills and have him go on like little adventures. And it's always fun to see how it like portrays a real parrot using like swords and daggers and a musical instrument. A lot of times it just uses his whistles as like the attacks. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. Brock is like a self-contained like box that's waterproof with a battery, a speaker, and a circuit board inside with a radio frequency chip, and then maybe like a text-to-speech chip, so you can program it to say things like wet floor or driveway 1, driveway 2, stuff like that, and then you can just like program it, and then you can connect to it via Bluetooth and have it set the messages or whatever, and then you can either use your phone or like a remote to trigger it. And one of the things I'm thinking would be cool is to have it so that you can chain them together, so that it can like read the signal from the phone or the remote, and then when you walk past one, the second one starts, and then have it create like an audio beacon trail. So you could use it to like set up like a running course or danger, don't go here type of thing. And I like, it wouldn't be that expensive to develop. It's just I don't have the skills. I've been like working on teaching myself programming, but when it comes to soldering and stuff, not so good. The last time I tried to solder, I burnt the shit out of myself. And then you could have it. You could actually build a solar panel into the device as well. So waterproof and rechargeable from solar power. You could potentially have them out year round. Hi, bud. I was talking to someone about this. So like, don't say that online. They're gonna steal your idea. I'm like, if it makes it happen and it gets it out in the world and it's affordable, I'd go for it. Just make sure I get some. Honestly, you could develop. I'm thinking you could develop a prototype of this for like $100. Maybe like $200, because all the stuff you need is already out there. You just have to put it together. And 3D printing, they can 3D print waterproof cases now, which is pretty sick. Develop it and then sell them in packs or whatever. Have it be like, once you have it developed and understand the like how much, like figure out how much it costs per unit, mark it up like 10%, 20%, whatever, and then keep it affordable, because blind people don't have a lot of money. Most of them. Most of us, I should say. And then you can market it to like buildings and stuff like that. You can get real fancy with it too, put motion sensors on it. Put infrared on it. I would use it to scare the deer. Hey, stay away from our apple tree, deer. Yeah, I actually have a little radio right here. Hold on. Okay. Berber, don't buy me, okay? So this is an emergency radio. And it has a solar panel built into it. So that little flap right there is a solar panel. So, and this radio uses a lot of energy, whereas like a Bluetooth beacon wouldn't use too much, so we could downgrade it as far as like the size go. And then you just build it right to the top of the box. And then you can have the box be mountable, like magnetic or anchor points, or a loop for tying it via paracord or cordage. Honestly, something like Meshtastic would be great. They're doing a lot of cool stuff with Meshtastic, which is a device. Well, it's a group of devices that uses a radio frequency, and it's encrypted, and you can like hook up sensors to it. So one of the things they used it for was during the wildfires in Australia, they hooked the devices up to live traps, and they had a trip sensor in it. So when the door is shut, it sent out a signal that said, "Hey, trap 215 has been tripped," and then they knew to go pick it up. So something like that would be great. Those are just a little pricey, but it's open source, and you can 3D print the cases and stuff, and then the circuit boards and stuff that you need are like pretty inexpensive. I just don't know how. or something like Raspberry Pi would be great too, which is one reason why I want to get one, so I can tinker with it and understand its capabilities. I think it'd be a lot easier to hook up a sensor to Raspberry Pi than it would be the Meshtastic, but I'm not super sure about that, honestly. Yeah, when you put Bluetooth into standby, not so much on phones as much, but like when you put a Bluetooth beacon on standby, that thing will last days, even months, depending on what beacon you get. We got like these little cheap ones, and the in standby mode and like passive mode, that thing never died. And one thing about the Meshtastic system, unlike Bluetooth, it's line of sight for the radio frequencies. So you can literally have one like a mile away, quarter mile away, and then if you have like a repeater in between them, you can expand that distance. Like there are people who have them who have like they can talk across town with them. Hey Barbara, welcome back. How's your brother doing? Berber, bro, Oreo. I was watching oh, what's that show called? They go hunt like monsters, but like not. They go hunt like actual big creatures, and they were radio tagging sharks, and they were putting cameras on them. And I was like, that's cool tech, because the camera has like a biodegradable hook, and they tag the shark with it, and then after like so many days it detaches because the hook breaks down, and then the camera floats to the surface and then shoots a signal to GPS, and they go pick it up. And I'm like, man, miniaturizing technology has done so much cool shit for us. I've talked about this before too, I think. But Adam Savage from Mythbusters, he has a channel that I love, and he literally had a robot in his stomach that he swallowed. It was like the size of a pill, and he swallowed it, and was driving around. He was driving a robot around in his own stomach. And it's this company who's developing them to go through digestive tract to look for problems. And then once it's done, you poop it out, and it breaks down in the sewer system. It produces way less waste than all the tubing and shit they use now, and its cost per unit is so much cheaper. And they just built it with off-the-shelf parts. I think they custom make the case or whatever, but like all the sensors and stuff, the cameras are all just like cell phone parts. I can't wait until we have nanobots roaming around our veins. Bring that day on. Load me up with machinery. I'm literally a cyborg. I'm not afraid of upgrading my body with technology. Let's do it. I'm really excited for Neuralink. Like they've had some pretty good results. That being said, I haven't checked on it in a month, so if something bad happened, I don't know about it. But the initial findings they had were pretty awesome. They did their first person was a guy in a wheelchair, Which, you know, hey, whatever. But I think a blind person would have been so much cooler. Hi, Bubba. What's up? Oh shit, it's 9 o'clock, bud. It's 9 o'clock. This time flew by fast. Yeah, this time flew by fast. It's 9 o'clock, big guy. You gotta say goodnight to everybody. Oh, drone tech, don't even get me started. Oh. That's one thing about Vision I wish I could do is fly drones. Fly anything, really. Planes, drones, whatever. I've thought about, back when I had a little bit of fuck around money, I thought about getting like a, they have this drone, I forget what it's called, but its natural state is to just hover. So, I think most drones do this now, but it can auto level and stay even, and then you just like push forward to move it forward and all that. And I thought about buying one. They were like $200 or something, so it was real crash proof. And I was like, that'd be so cool to have. And then Instagram had a drone, I think it was called like a Pixie, but it could fly around you and auto shoot the right shots.
Hi.
Hi. What's up?
Nothing.
Okay.
I just want to say hi.
Okay.
Hi, Berber. Yeah, give you little pets.
Well, we gotta wrap up. Yeah, Oreo's good. Alright, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and say goodnight to you for now. We'll be back on Wednesday. I'm gonna have a video coming out tomorrow or on Wednesday, so keep an eye out for that. And, yeah. Thank you, Turtle and Barbara, for moderating. I appreciate that. We love you all. Be kind to yourselves and others. Go learn some cool shit. Make the world a better place. Find moments of happiness when and where you can. Try to stay happy and healthy and sleep well. Make sure to tune in for our birthday live stream on May 24th. We'll be opening up some gifts. We actually have gifts now, so I know for a fact there will be gifts. Zackery.com for all of your wonderful Zack and Oreo nonsense. Our Amazon wishlist, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, merch, origin stories, blog posts, and more pages coming soon. I gotta click the right button. Join our Discord if you want to chat with me when we're not live. Zackerhertz.com/Discord has our invite link. Or hit me up on Instagram at Zachary We love you all. Have a great... Oh, and our website has all that information too. Zackerhertz.com/social, or look at the top of any page. We love you all. Take care. Peace out. See ya.